Happy New Year. There's something about a new year, right? No matter how bad last year's been, a new year is now here. And it's a clean slate. I do like the quote that says, an optimist stays up until midnight to see a new year in. A pessimist stays up to make sure the old year leaves. Again, in many ways, a new year is really symbolic of a fresh start. And fresh start has been our theme here at Northwest Christian Church in this ministry year. We began this last September focusing on this verse, 2 Corinthians 5:17. Paul boldly declares, anyone united with the Messiah gets, hear this, a fresh start. It's created new. The old life is gone. A new life emerges. Look at it. Wow, what a powerful promise that is. And so one of our focuses that we asked you to do was to submit names and pray for those who need a fresh start. And we received thousands of names from all 4 of our campuses. And we're just really super encouraged that we're gonna have this many people that we're praying for. Well, last week I received this note from Judy. Good morning, sweet friends, and Merry Christmas to you and your family. I just wanted to wish you a happy and blessed and memory-making time with your family. And then she says this, I also wanted to mention tomorrow is the culmination of the time that was set aside to pray for 3 people for a fresh start. Thank you for that challenge. It has been so special to bring each one before the Lord daily. But I feel blessed by what I got out of it as well. This past week, I've spent my time thanking God for what He's doing in each life rather than asking. So hey, be blessed. Love you guys so much. That was so encouraging to me. But I guess the question is, well, how about you? I know about some other incredible transformations that have been taking place through us praying for a fresh start. Now the good news is that God's not done with a fresh start. And so as we enter into 2023, we continue with a fresh start. And here's a couple great first steps that you can take for a fresh start in this new year, 2023. Number 1, we're asking you to join us for our new message series, Soul Care. I think this is going to be really important as we head into 2023. And then secondly, I'm inviting you to join us for our prayer, our 21 days of prayer and fasting. This is, again, part of our regular rhythms here at Northwest Christian Church. It begins January 9th. We have this a devotional book. We have some other resources on our website. We're going to have a worship and prayer night to wrap it all up. And what we're doing is we're asking you to set aside something. That's a meal, maybe it's meals, it's social media, whatever it is that you believe God would have you to fast from. But it's not just about getting rid of something. We want you to replace that with prayer. And here are some of the prayer points that we want you to consider during this time. I have 7 of them. And you can pray for all 7 each and every day, or maybe 1 each day for 7 days and then repeat the process. However the Lord might lead you. But number 1, would you pray for God's will? As it is in heaven, may it be on earth. Pray specifically for God's will in your life. Secondly, would you pray for God's people? Lift up the people that God's placed in your life, your family, your friends, your enemies, the weak and the vulnerable, those who've come up short, who've made some mistakes. Number 3, pray for God's church. Yes, His universal church, but would you also pray specifically for Northwest Christian Church? We need your prayers as we connect, grow, and serve along the 99 corridor and beyond in this coming year. And would you be kind enough to pray for me and pray for our other pastors? I know I need, and I'm counting on your prayers. 4th, would you pray for God's world? He's the creator of all, even if not everyone acknowledges this. Pray for our world that often seems on a collision course with destruction. Pray for our country, our state, our community. Pray for unity and renewal. And number 5, would you pray for relationships for God's way? There's been so much collateral damage done over the last several years. So pray for marriages, pray for families, extended family as well. Pray for educator and student relationships, all kinds of relationships to pray for. Number 6, pray for God's healing. Pray for people's physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. There's been a lot of sickness, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and we need God's help. We need God to intervene. And number 7, finally, would you pray for God's provision? Pray for financial strength. These are tough economic times for many. Pray for peace that God will provide for each one, no matter what our needs might be. Well, hey, I'm looking forward to what God does as His people seek Him and pray for His help, His guidance, His provision. Looking forward to seeing you soon.